Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patara with you today. We are in downtown Knoxville, my hometown. We are here at the wonderful and historic Blount Mansion. We're going to take you along for a special class with the Jim Buckenmyer and everything to do about herbs and infusions and teas and salves. He's going to show you all that he knows because he is the best. So come along.
So it's very important that if you do wildcrafting, that you really know what you're doing and get one of the best guides. Look for a guide that tells you, here's other plants similar to it. I'm going out in the woods, finding the plant, and then ethically harvesting it. Now, ethically is important there because, like ginseng, it's almost impossible to find now. It used to be you couldn't walk out in the woods without tripping over ginseng. I'm talking back in these days. Then they started people just digging up all they could. Now it's next to very, very difficult to find. The patch I knew of last year is gone. It was about an acre patch, and it's gone this year.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot. People dig it up, they sell it. One of the plants that I forage or wildcraft most is Solomon seal. Solomon seal has a lot of great uses when you start to get old. You know, when you have those Rice Krispie mornings, the snap, crackle, and pop. Those are because your joints are drying out. The synovial fluid in the joints are drying out. In the old traditions of Native Americans, especially the Southwest, they would burn sage it was called smudging. Tried to tell us about burning things, especially sage, to keep away sickness. Well, right away it was, oh, they're saying it's evil spirits that are heathens, so, you know, it's keeping away evil spirits. Now we find out sage, burning sage, is extremely good for killing germs. Now, nobody knew about germs at that time. They just knew that if they burnt the sage and it purified the air, that it kept sickness down. What it is, the oils are released and they spread out, and the oils are extremely, of sage, are extremely a triple antibiotic: antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. So here, something that we were down on them about, you know, oh, they're heathens and all that. Turns out it was a great, there's scientific reasoning backing behind it. And they never claimed anything different or whatever. It's, life was that way. Dark, dry place with circulation to hang them. If you wanted to quick dry in the older days, you could put them out in the sun for the first 24 hours or whatever. But most of your, what are called phytonutrients, and boy, I managed to tangle this up. Most of the phytonutrients, the active parts in the plants, are very sensitive to the sun, to light in general. They react to the light, and once it stops receiving the nutrition, it stops producing those nutrients. But that's what you want out of it. Get an old paper grocery sack and put it around, or lunch sack. I go to the dollar store and get, the lunch bags. Put that over the seed heads, and you tie those off. That way it'll catch the seeds as they fall. Fennel's a good one to do that with. Dill is real good. But you just take your herbs, you go, boy, she brought all pretty. You go through, you pick out any obvious bad stuff, including bugs.
Jim, did you grow this is yours?
Yes. This,
That's a viney thing, right?
yes,
Yes.
it's a big vine that will take over a lot of things. It's really cool. I put it up right next to an area that I still have kudzu in, and it's killing the kudzu.
Really?
So you want to make your tea with a purpose. So you find out, all right, it's funny. Today, in modern pharmacy, the number one most prescribed pills in the world are antidepressant, anti-anxiety. The number one over the counter is anti-cold, antiviral, anti-flu, cough. Can you look in there? This is passion flower.
What's that one?
This is catnip.
Ah.
Now,
Does it-
catnip was traditionally used as a child's medicine. They used to use it when a child had colic, because they believed it would settle the stomach quite a bit. They also found that it has soporific effects that helps you sleep a little bit. And you don't need to know those fancy words to know that it works. But basically what it is it's a cell growth stimulant. I will say, comfrey is the number one selling herbal medicine in the world. It's illegal in the United States to sell it as medicinal. Part of the reason is it works too well. If I cut myself with my knife, which, every project does deserve a blood sacrifice, if I grab a wrench, I'm sure that it's gonna hurt me in some way. So my haversack has some, my car, my house, my office, blah, blah. But it's a cell growth stimulant. It makes healthy cells grow very rapidly. It will not allow unhealthy cells to grow. Unhealthy cells have problems in the mitochondria, which is where the ointin is processed that speeds up the reproduction. It will not chemically bond with a damaged mitochondria. Is a poison ivy salve. Say calendula, CALENDULA. It helps restore skin health. All the things. Now, the thing with mucilage and the jewelweed is extremely, there's things that are water soluble, there's things that are fat soluble or oil soluble, and there's things that are both. Most things are to some degree or another both. So far, you win the mortar and pestle award. Yeah, I didn't know if y'all caught that. You might have to take your fingers and wipe it, yeah.
Go down. That's all really.
There you go.
Down. Got the smallest one. That'll work. I used to say calendula and people used to laugh at me and, you know, no. I didn't.
Yeah, you caught me using a knife to stir with. And I'm
Well,
sorry,
we
what?
want authentic, Jim.
Well, this is me being authentic, yeah. An oxymel is a sweet and sour. It is apple cider vinegar. It is big jar. Honey. Horehound is probably the most vile tasting of the herbs. They make horehound candies of it. Once you add enough sugar, you know, anything will taste good. But by itself, it is one of the most disgusting, nauseous, yuck things. And an oxymel is a great way to get it into you. The horehound contains the same ingredients as something you can buy over the counter. Mucinex. It's a great expectorant. Does anybody here make apple butter in the crock pot or, oh, yeah. Or peel apples for any other reason? You got one of those little hand crank machines? Oh, I do.
Apple peeler.
I've got those apple peelers, yeah. They're fun. When you're peeling your apples, take all the peels and the cores and all the stuff you're wasting, throw it in a 1 gallon crock pot. 1 gallon crock. You can pick those up at most hardware stores, or most of the old time hardware stores. You won't find them at Home Depot or Lowe's, but